What's going on, beautiful people of the internet? Okay, so right now this is part 2 of my revisit series. We're still revisiting the Canon Powershot V1, but there's been an issue, so I don't think we're gonna be able to make this video today. But anyways, let's talk about it. What I wanted to do was take a look at the stabilization once again. Am I over exaggerating? That's kind of the questions I've been asking myself over the past couple of days since I've made the video. Is it really that bad? So I wanted to see. I want to test what the video looks like without stabilization, with its basic stabilization, and then with the enhanced stabilization. And I hope I didn't have my hand over the microphone here. So hold on. Yeah, I think we're good. Anyways, but we're gonna have to do this test another day. So check me out. It's raining right now. It was coming down harder just a second ago, but I'm just gonna call it quits for today, and we'll pick this back up another day. For you, it's gonna be a matter of seconds. To me, it might be a whole day. I don't know. All right, people, so we're back. Quick little notes here. One, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning and the sun is very harsh. So forgive me if my face is like blown out. It's not really much I can do about that. But this test is about the stabilization. Now, we have 0 digital stabilization right now. And I'm saying that for a very specific reason, because no matter what, this camera has optical stabilization. And I had no clue this camera actually had that. So I made a whole video yesterday, 10 minutes long, talking junk, and I actually didn't know what I was talking about. So that video is not coming out. I'm remaking it today, and we're gonna do it the right way. So this is optical stabilization. Did not realize it had it. So basically what we're gonna be testing is the difference between optical stabilization and then the optical stabilization with digital stabilization. So there's 2 levels of digital stabilization. There's just the on and then enhance. But just remember, optical stabilization is always on. You can't turn it off. At least I don't know how to. So, okay, let's get started. Let's just walk. Here's the thing. As I was doing my test yesterday, I realized that this camera's stabilization is a heck of a lot better than I gave it credit for. So I have to take everything back about me saying that my one biggest disappointment in the camera is the stabilization. No, the stabilization in this camera is actually phenomenal. It is probably one of the best Canon cameras, in my opinion, right now, when it comes to stabilization. Stabilization is fantastic. I don't see a lot of wobbling, but I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. There is wobbling, don't get me wrong, there is some when you add the digital stabilization. Even with the optical, there's a tiny bit of wobble, but it's not as bad as I originally thought. Okay, so this is just, again, optical stabilization. I'm gonna go back and then we'll turn on the first level, which is just on with the digital stabilization. All right, so right now, this is digital stabilization. Can't even talk right now. This is digital stabilization on. So I'm gonna just take a walk and we'll see how it goes. Now, I'm not saying that this camera does not have little wobbly corners. What I'm saying is, with this camera, I feel like it's a lot better than some of the bigger cameras that have already come out that use digital stabilization. Now, we do know Canon does a fantastic job with optical stabilization. With a lot of their cameras, or I should say lenses. With a lot of their lenses, some of their lenses, I'll say, when they put the optical stabilization in there, it looks pretty good. The stabilization is really good. It's just the digital stabilization that's the problem. So, can you see any wobbling in the corners? I don't really know. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm not going to comment too much about it just because I want to leave it up to you. So this is the first level of digital stabilization. It's just on. The next level will be enhanced. So, but you will notice every time I put on more digital stabilization, we will crop into the frame more and more. So this has a crop right now because I added digital stabilization. All right, people, so this is the final stage of, of digital stabilization. This is the enhanced. You're gonna probably notice that you're closer to me, so I have to stick my arm out a little further, which I really can't do because I'm using a tripod to hold this camera. Now I'm using a travel tripod and it has carbon fiber legs, so it's lighter than most tripods, but it's still damn heavy. But anyways, so let's take a walk and let's see about this enhanced stabilization. Now, when I was looking at these, the tests yesterday, I was very confused. Again, like I said, I didn't know it had optical stabilization because the optical stabilization was just as good as the digital stabilization. So this thing has me questioning, like, do you really need the digital stabilization? Is it worth the crop, you know? So I guess that's a question that you have to ask yourself, because if I'm walking on a flat surface like this that is paved, I probably would not even attempt to put on digital stabilization so I could keep the angle wide. Okay, so again, this is the enhanced. We're really punched in onto this image here just because we put enhanced stabilization on. All right, there's one more thing I want to talk to you guys about that I would say now. The stabilization is not a problem, but there's something else that irks me about this camera that I didn't realize until I started digging into the menu and changing settings. Okay, did you guys know that this camera didn't have 24-bit audio? Because I for sure didn't realize that. So this camera has 16-bit audio, which I felt was kind of strange. I was like, wow, this camera only has 16-bit audio? Now, is it a deal breaker? Not really. It's not that big of a deal because, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're using YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, you're gonna run into compression issues on those platforms anyway, so, but anyways, I just thought that was strange. I said, wow, I'm so used to 24-bit audio. Now, 24-bit audio is the standard, but this little small camera, 16-bit audio. Especially, like, I guess what bothered me the most about it is the fact that C-Log 3, right? You're getting 10-bit color. So there's a lot of advanced features in this thing. But it doesn't have the simple 24-bit audio. I'll never understand that. I don't know. Okay. Well, it's very bright out here. I'll see you guys next video. I'm going to explore because there's parts of this park I did not see yet. Now, this is a soccer field, and we typically come here for soccer games for my daughter, but I've never been on this side. Okay, peace.